Amanda Fisher. This is my 5th speech for my English 111 class. If we could look around my audience here. Fantastic. According to Newsweek, charter schools actually take the 15 top spots out of the 100 spots for top public schools in the United States, which is really impressive. I actually have experience with both public and charter schools, being that all through grade school, middle school, and the beginning of high school, I was, of course, in public school. And then my junior and senior years in high school, I chose to change over to a charter school, actually, Palps, Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School. I did this, it was just a little bit easier to be able to hold a full-time job. I didn't have to adhere to any kind of structured schooling. And despite popular belief, many people think that charter schools aren't a real school. And that's not true in most cases, actually. Most of the charter schools nowadays are accredited by the state. And just to give you a little visual here, I have my boyfriend's diploma from Tamaqua Public High School and mine from Pennsylvania. There's no difference. They're all accredited. It's the same as any other diploma. So you graduate with the same honors as any other, regular high school would. And actually, charter schools give you opportunity over regular high schools. Actually, they're rapidly becoming America's most beneficial educational opportunity. According to Bloomsburg, in 2002, Harlem had 17 charter schools. By 2009, they were up to 78, and by 2010, they were going to add on an additional 100 charter schools. Actually, the charter schools are the amalgamation of the best qualities between home and public schooling. It's the best option for failing adolescents, or it's no big secret that large numbers of high school students drop out. Actually, according to Newsweek, 9% of low-income students earn a college degree by age 24. So 9% by age 24 is really not that impressive. This may have happened because they have little support at home, they have to work. For whatever reason, these kids aren't left with very many options. So it's likely that coming from a low-income household also, that if they drop out, traditional public schooling won't work because their parents might not have the education to be able to help them out in the way that general teachers would be able to. So they end up without an education. This also happens for sickly kids, that have health problems, may not be able to attend high school right. And it's not fair that these kids shouldn't be able to graduate just because they don't have the opportunities that most children do. So charter schooling is actually the best opportunities for these kids. They can also hold a job, or even if they just need the opportunity to catch up, they don't have to adhere to that structured educational environment. Also, I can actually say from personal experience that charter schools offer fantastic person-to-person help, teachers, student assistants, and despite the No Child Left Behind Act, I've seen, going to both schools, that teachers can become overwhelmed. One teacher, 30 students. Sometimes teachers themselves can be left behind, and this leaves the children behind because they're not getting the attention that they would need. Charter schools take some of the pressure off, and it leaves the teacher or the educator with no other option than to focus on each child individually. And this can actually go both ways, because the shy or quiet student that would hide in the back at a regular school, they don't have any other option but to ask the teacher one-on-one, so they need to seek out help to get what they need. Some may actually disagree and comment that this form of education lacks face-to-face direction, and that would be more of an issue. However, I would say that it provides the best face-to-face interaction because that's necessary. You would need to do that interaction in order to get your education. There's no other choice. And when I actually attended charter school, there were things like class trips, school dances. You could even go to classes if you'd want to and have a general class. You just have to live close enough to the campus to do so. And many of the classes I actually attended, there was a webcam lecture, and you'd actually have to go on webcam and have face-to-face with all the rest of the students, which was really great because it gave you the opportunity to socialize and get out the other students' ideas, not just the educators. It would be like a class, just on camera. The best opportunities charter schools actually offer to students is the enhancement of personal independence. While they're technically public schools taught by real teachers, not just the parents, the general experience, it definitely lacks structure, and homework, reading, just keeping up in general is no longer the responsibility of the teacher. It's the responsibility fully on the student. And other than the occasional email, no teacher's going to be hassling you for your homework or your paper that you didn't bother to do. So it's completely up to you to succeed. And I think that although many parents might view this as a problem, that the students could fall behind, I think it actually is an advantage because the lack of teachers' upkeep on the students, their lack of upkeep, provides the students with more personal independence and responsibility. And it provides a stronger understanding of what life will be like in college, so it's more of a preparation for your future. If the student gains experience and educational maturity prior to college years, it's more likely that when they go to college, that transition, there'll be much less stress, and they'll have a better understanding of what life will be like for them. While charter schooling provides the student with much greater deal of personal responsibility, it's quite clear that it can only benefit them and their personal character, enhancing these both sense of maturity, opportunity, and accountability. Charter schooling also provides many opportunities for the student, who otherwise wouldn't have the ability to graduate as they should have. And however, there's no mistaking that this educational opportunity is a great advantage to the American education system. Bloomsburg actually had stated that there's still a waiting list of 30,000 students waiting to get into charter schools, and hopefully if there's an increased public awareness, these students will soon have the preferred school of their choosing and will be able to succeed as they wish. Thank you for listening to my speech. Just really quick, I'm going to show you my note cards. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you. Have a great day.